trek to the continuing adventures of one of the most interesting, entertaining, and memorific runs I've ever had going. Gnoll of Qazlal, as he treks through the dungeon and has managed to pick up both after a very challenging start, I might add, has managed to gather both the Shield of the Gong and statue form, making for a very loud, obnoxious wizard, I guess you could say. Let me quickly check a test message because it looks like I'm... Oh, there we go. Test message went both places. Right. Let's go. Fury of the Storms. Okay. If I ever actually get around to re-releasing these as videos, that's probably what I'll call it. But yeah, I'm not trying for a speed run or anything, just honestly wanted to get a win, and this seemed like a good way to do it, going with a Gnoll. But I happen to be sub 3 hours and already 2 runes in, so that's not bad timing either. This is version 0.26, so certainly some things are easier, some things are harder, and I've already bonged the gong a couple times, so let's wait for people to come to me. And here they are, coming as predicted. I will probably get marked soon since I have very mediocre will. So I'm not going to do anything too ridiculous. But as you can see, I have a 40... I was looking for better amulets. Did I ever find one? Yeah, I did find a better amulet eventually. But I was looking for... As you can see, I have a lot of power per punch, and I have a means of attracting most of the floor. The arcing massive fury of the storms that Qazlal constantly showers means that I make a lot of noise just by being a Qazlali. Then on top of that, I've got a 40 EV, 40 shield power, massive AC. I think I'm still in leather, but by being a statue, it doesn't matter what I wear, because I'm always going to be getting the statue benefits. By standing in these open spaces, they all come around me. Then they bang the gong, which attracts even more enemies, which means even more people come to me, which means I can hit even harder. And anyone who's standing around me has to deal with these storms, to which I'm immune, but they are most certainly not. By being a Gnoll, I'm getting passive training in a wide variety of skills. So, for example, my shield, my dodge, my fighting are all being increased, while at the same time I'm getting reliable spellcasting better and better. Right this moment, I believe I'm still using a ring of wizardry to accomplish these effects. I probably should pick up Olgrebs just to give me a good AoE. Poison even is still something. I don't like this setup. I don't like that I'm getting flashed behind. I really need to kill these boggarts soon. Especially since they're spawning new boggarts. Let's just javelin the boggarts. F you. As in fire a javelin. There we go. The worst thing that's happened to me this run was that I didn't pay attention when I was near a summoned mutator and got massively mutated for my trouble. Forcing me to drink a smattering of mutation potions that did not end well. Didn't end badly, but didn't end well. You know, I am morbidly curious if +6 intelligence is all it would take to get even better spells online at this stage. I doubt it. But it's possible. Fun fact, I don't believe being a statue interferes with spellcasting. So some of my spellcasting abilities, like here you can see 11%, 11% fail. When I drop out of statue mode, that goes up to 12. Oh, well, 12 isn't that high. So I guess my armor training is negating that penalty more and more, but it was a more significant gap before. All right, so now that we've cleared out the greeting party, speaking of greeting party, hello everybody and anybody who's in chat. Looks like one person's joined on Twitch, and you are welcome, sir. Come, make yourself welcome. You are the master. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was looking at rings. I'm never going to wear Amulet of Reflection over Amulet of Strength +3, Dex +8, Regen MP. Ditto for basic regeneration. I don't see myself using a basic flame ever again. So those can all go. But I do want a Ring of Intelligence just to try on and see. If I ditch Wizardry in favor of this, castability goes way down. So yeah, wizardry, generally speaking, helps with castability, but not power. Intelligence helps way more with castability than with power, but it and doesn't help with power. Here we go. So this is it. The ultimate noisemaker. I am marked. I am gonging and potwanging. I am storming. Every enemy on the floor wants to be here right now. And lucky for me, I want every enemy on the floor to be here right now. So this kind of works out. I may be attracting a hell of a lot of attention, but I'm able to deal with that attention when it comes. Exceptions are that with low will, I am highly vulnerable to paralysis and confusion, and either of those will negate the value of my shield, which will in turn negate my defense. And this is my favorite part of the strategy. When you finally stop killing things and you walk around, the entire floor is practically empty. Like, the only thing that could make this better is Shatter. And mercifully, the game did see fit to give me Shatter. Now, for those of you who weren't here for the first half, I strongly recommend my YouTube channel. I guarantee I will want this run up there. Because it's even if I lose, it's such a fun run already. And so I don't want to say unique, but yeah, it's such an unusual play. But yeah, the first half of this run was punctuated by me getting no new spell books for the entirety of D1 through 8 or 9, and for the lair, and for the full clearing of lair was done with no spell books, just the wizard starting spells. I also don't think I picked up any artifact. I think I may have picked up one artifact, and nothing particularly game-defining or exceptional. Maybe an int +6 leather armor or something like that, with a downside, like strength -6. I don't remember exactly, as you can see. I'm a little nervous, so I'm just going to pull these guys upstairs and get a reset. And then we'll go back and be a statue again. So with that in mind, I had to push really carefully and hard to get through the early game. And instead of picking on D4 or 5 or wherever I found Temple, instead of picking a classic magic god that would guarantee me more spells, I took my chances on a god I've never won with, Qazlal, and I think I've only ever played like a handful of times. Okay, this is a good point to stop and think. What do I have that works well in this situation? I need something that works well in this situation. I guess I have Mephitic, but I don't want to disable my own clouds. I think we just punch the boggart to death before he does anything. And then we don't want to be surrounded by 4, so we back away. 2 is much more acceptable. And the storms will do their work. The Lich is here. The Lich is going to hurt a lot. Exactly how much can the Lich hurt us? Banishment is not on the menu. Confusion is 20% to land. And Iron Shot is lethal potentially. So I guess the best thing to do here will be to distribute the targets. Let's add a Spellforge Servitor. And let's burn him to death. I want this guy killed immediately. Perfect. Now I don't really care. Everything else here is going to die nicely. Could I have died there? It's very unlikely. I'm not saying it's impossible. They can get like a double attack with really strong random high rolls, but you're asking for a lot to kill me there. But with my health dwindling, I definitely want to do more to protect myself now. So let's get my Spellforge Servitor online and start the slow but steady walk back to a staircase. Any staircase will do. Actually, it won't. It's a very long walk. Oof. Do I have a better plan? Let's cut vision as much as possible of that half, and then try and blink forward. There we go. Much better. Now we have the Servitor online. If you could kindly kill the Summoner, or the Convoker. There we go. Kill them too, while we're at it. And this is really something fun about Qazlal in general. If you keep running away, things keep following you through your storms. So you get a lot of free hits, as long as they follow you and don't go faster than you. Of course, being a statue kind of negates that, but it is not mandatory, but it is so helpful to have the bonus AC, the bonus to hit, that all comes with it. it lets me be far more statuesque and tanky, I guess you could say. And of course, crystal methods, taste the back of my crystal fist comes readily to mind. Okay, clear. And now that this is cleared out, let's go ahead and hang out here a bit, get more. Is everybody done who's coming? Oh, good. I need more mutation potions. Well, the more mutations you have, the less likely one mutation potion is to get rid of a specific problem. So with 5 mutations on my list, I'm very much happy to collect more mutation potions at this stage, since eventually I am going to have to face orbs of fire and I don't have a quick solution. All right, I'm marked, so let me start retreating to a staircase immediately just so I can deal with whatever comes. And it is really something to have started the game as a wizard, a hedge wizard, right? And have a strength of 16, but be playing as a straight up Crusher right now. I don't see a hat of willpower. I'm willing to go and check if that's a hat of willpower because that will be pretty nice for me. It is not. So let's put on a hat of Sea Invisible instead. And I think I have enchant armor scrolls, but nothing enchantable was my situation. Yeah. Hide, let them come to you. Oh man, they got berserked. Let's put an ally in play just for the extra DPS that he brings. Well, that's a lot of extra DPS, what can I say? Jesus. I had initially considered Hepliaqada. I don't know how to pronounce the name. The one who focuses on... Yeah, we're not going to be using Fumaze. Yeah, I'm still in basic leather, which honestly I should upgrade given my style and my high resistance and the low requirements of spellcasting. My highest spell is level 7 right now. I bought a bunch of heal wounds earlier, and I should have a ton. Yep, I have a ton. I don't actually need much of this. I might take a haste. How many do I have? I got 4. That's enough. Yeah, when you're not a Gazagite, you can't just throw money at every store and see what sticks. You gotta buy stuff that actually matters. Okay, so yeah, Joyous Statue definitely continuing. Volts 3, here we go. See, I'm glad I didn't throw away money. No idea where the bazaar is, and I'm not going to waste a mapping finding it because knowing my luck, I'll ring the gong once and that'll be the end of it. Yeah, I'm going to go in and then immediately leave. This is like the worst possible place to not be silent. And I am the opposite of silent, so we're just leaving. We didn't get to just leave. We got completely surrounded by frigging everything. And now the gong is ringing. Well, at least here I only have to take them on 2 at a time instead of bursts around by 8 with more things coming in from behind and summoners, right? Right. And my ally is helping to thin their numbers from the front. Let's immediately fight our way back to the staircase on the off, not so off chance that I get swarmed. Oh yeah, Qazlal does a bunch of fun resisting stuff as well. If you take physical damage, you get a bonus to AC briefly. If you take fire damage, you get a bonus to fire briefly. So even though I'm technically a little low on a bunch of resists, you can't really tell how that feels because Qazlal just covers it really nicely. Yeah, I'll buy an acquirement. Why not? Well, it's completely useless, but I do get a profit. So that's something. Definitely want ally up. Let's go back to the staircase like I said I was going to before and explore another pathway. We're not going to get to the bazaar on time, unfortunately. If we do, that's still good, but I'm not going to fight for it, like I said. I'm just going to play it as it lays and see. Oh, wait, Bell's nearby? Well, it's not obvious where, but we'll look, certainly. Nope. Do I have a condenser vein? Yeah, good. I have the few that I care about the most. You know what I just realized is by being a statue while walking, I'm probably destroying my ability to find this place in anything resembling a timely fashion. But I would rather do that than get caught off guard. Ooh, toe-to-toe with a crystal golem? Statue wins? Yeah, I'm a very powerful statue. Let's get an ally in place just in case of bad effects. The gong has been rung. Let's back off. Once the gong is rung, the battle is sung. Okay, how can it be very close and very far unless it's here somewhere? It's not here. Yeah, I'm not going to get the bazaar. Okay, now I actually really do want to have gotten the bazaar. There's a bunch of spells that I'd like. Specifically, I'd like an Ozo's Refrigerate or some kind of good AoE spell like Ignition. Or not Ignition. What's the one? Irradiate. Because I don't feel like I have... I'm going to constantly be pulling enemies into this big circle around me. It'd be nice to just be like, you're standing next to me, you die. Poison really isn't going to do much very soon. I'm hitting a lot of unpoisonable enemies. Hell, it's at the point that if you're poisonable, you're probably not that scary, and I'd rather have you next to me than someone else. Get the ally up because we are dealing with a very heavy load here. Good. This is perfect. It comes from one side, I come from the other, and we're just going to pound everything that comes through. Pound sand until it's all done. Rip and tear until it is done. And the Fury of the Storms is the best. I mean, is the coolest part of this setup because through this all, my storms are just constantly flashing on that side and knocking out somebody. There's always somebody who's being killed by storms. Always. All right, the gong has now attracted most of the floor by for sure. MP plus 9's... Ugh, that's tempting, actually. You get the MP plus 9, you use it to turn into a statue, and then it melds. That's actually really tempting. I might come back for that. We'll definitely carry all this stuff off. The rest of this I could take or leave. What am I trying to pick up? Nothing. Don't care. Move on. And look at these giant stacks of enemy parts and bodies and loot just laying here. I almost said the only thing better than this would be if it was stacks of gold from Qazlal, but then I realized that would preclude the very point of this run. That it's the Fury of the Storms. We literally don't even have an enchantable armor on our person. We don't care about magic regeneration. We have a strictly superior option. We can come back for int if it becomes relevant. Let's go. Okay, there's still a ringing bell. Well, sorry. We looked. We didn't find it. Now we're just going to have to accept what comes. There it is. Oh, wait, that's not it. It's just a jewelry shop. Ooh, cool ring. Poise RF, Will plus, SN-Viz, and Stealth minus. Well, I already have Stealth minus. It's my character. I do have Resist Poison. I can stand to use some more Resist Fire. But the most interesting thing here is Will plus. Or I could take a Slayer ring. As soon as I don't need Wizardry, these choices become more important. So I will come back to this later. Yeah, so apparently we cleared the whole floor and never found the bazaar, which is sad, but here we are. V4, getting pretty close to we're on the penultimate floor, and thanks to being a frigging Gnoll, our experience is beautifully grown. Let's not be surrounded by all 8 of them, shall we? Let's pretend like we have some respect for the denizens of this floor. P.S. We don't. Okay, we're getting corroded. Now we respect them a great deal. And we're sealed in. That's fine. I'm not afraid to stand up to these guys. I just want to be thinking strategically about moving to the stairs. Corrosion has expired. I fought them so long the corrosion went away. That's great. The only thing cooler than this would be if I was somehow Gong Gnoll powered and on Oseikao so that I could tab fight. You know, that's actually a really good point. With or without the Gong, I'm a statue. With the statue form, I gain all these massive resist and unarmed combat bonuses, which a Gnoll can simultaneously train fighting and unarmed combat and their initial weapon, you know, to get to that point, and earth and transmutation. Every skill you need to hit this strong mid-level, where you have a bunch of level 10 to 15 skills, so that you can cast level 6 spells very effectively, as opposed to my average mage, which is trying to cast level 8 and 9 spells and needs to tunnel vision a lot more. Well, I can't tunnel vision, but I don't need to because I'm picking very powerful mid-tier spells, whether it's Bolt of Magma or in this case Statue Form. And I gotta tell you guys also, I don't think I've ever used Statue Form to win a game. I have cast Statue Form in games that I've already effectively won. I've once or twice had it as a switch option when I, you know, just in case of a resistance needed. But this might be the first game where I was like, well, this is how I'm moving forward, as opposed to say Ozokuba's refrigeration or something. It's just checking chat. Does not look like anybody else is right. All right, so here we go. Now the $1 million question. Do I attempt Volts 5 in this condition or do I not? And my answer to that is no. I'm going to attempt the depths first because the depths is more retreatable and 10 extra 2 extra levels in each skill is more palatable. And if the depth proves to me that I can't... Oh, by the way, I'm immune to clouds, and that includes Kitabla clouds, so suck it. If the depth proves to me that my build is not powerful enough, or that I need to be rethinking something, then I will have time to revise it, and or shift over gears and just quickly barge my way through slime, which should be quite crushable at this point. Do I need an RFRC ring? It doesn't hurt. Yeah, let's take that with us, please. If I'm ever in an elemental situation, I can go to 2 and 3 respectively. That's a lot of pips. I actually want this guy to teleport others to me, but he doesn't have that ability. He has blink and circling. I don't need that. It's like the gong ringing isn't enough. I want to bring down the wrath of the whole floor even faster. Free repel missiles. Qazlal is like, I'm going to make it impossible for you to I'm going to make it impossible for you not to get swarmed, and then I'm going to make it impossible for the swarms to kill you. I actually preferred taking on Rupert while he was berserked there so that he couldn't fear or paralyze me. It's actually a really good point. I am more vulnerable to will-based attacks that take away my shielding than I am to anything else. I don't need a ring of flight. Please do not bother me with such trifles. No, I do want to know what this is. Well, that's exactly the thing that you pray for. So my wizardry ring is gone. Oh, wait. This has will minus on it. I don't actually need RF+++ or evocable invisibility as much as I need to not be will minused right now. So as bizarre as it sounds, I'm leaving behind such an amazing ring because I'm only 1 pip short of full RF anyway. I can always get that last pip by Qazlal just giving it to me for free, which he does, whenever I'm hit with the fire attack. Or if it's more urgent than that or long term than that, I can wear that RFRC ring I've picked up. What I can't do is get the will point back after I've been paralyzed, confused, reduced to shield value of 0, and forced to use resources to get out. Also, I just got a book, and that book offered me none of the AoEs that I want. I am going to quickly check my amnesias. I only have 2. I don't want to waste them. How many spell levels do I have? 15? Yeah, I don't want to waste them. I was thinking I should take the opportunity to learn... Yeah, I don't need that. I should take this opportunity to learn Olgreb's Toxic Radiance plus Ignite Poison combo, but I don't actually need it. Let's get rid of... I guess lignification, because there's very few scenarios where I'd rather not be getting my magic back so that I could turn into a statue. Statues are better than trees for many reasons. I don't need flame. Okay. Depths engage. Statue. Oh, this is the perfect opener to the depths. Just like give it to me all at once so I can prove my mettle in combat. So far I've lost like no HP. And I haven't done anything clever, I've just tab fought. But now that there are liches in the picture, let's be a little more respectful. Liches do have the ability to torment, potentially banish, etc. They're not the same useless... Was I taking damage from something? Oh, no, I just lost my statue form. Okay, good. That's Sojobo, and I'm getting pushed around somehow. I don't know how. Let's go ahead and get an ally in here. Kill the summoners immediately. I don't know who they are exactly. Probably something I can't see. I can see just fine. I want to warp gravity and pull these guys away. There is a big-ass summoner here that's going to town. I don't know who it is. We're going to acid Sojobo because I thought he might be it. We're going to harpoon that guy because he might be it. We're going to get rid of the flare because he's not good. Nothing appears to happen, so... am I good? Or am I not good? I feel like I'm good, but only until I'm lower on HP, and then I'm not. I think taking on the Titan and watching my HP carefully, it's going down 10 at a time, so I'm not going to be good for long. I can't blink and run. I can random blink once, and it'll probably put me towards the exit. Unfortunately, it put me deeper in. I can random blink again and again, and it's putting me in a worse and worse position. But now that will attract enemies so that I can, yes, stand my ground on a single tile. I do have enough dig to dig a murder hole if I need one. Let's get the condenser vein fired up. Unfortunately, that did not give me anything I need. I would like a heal wounds here, and I would like an ally. Thank you. I can't afford to back away from the Lich because he'll just shoot me from range. I need to punch him. That was good. Anything that can get poisoned is heavily poisoned right now. If you could take care of that dragon coming on my flank, please. And I'll take care of the front. That'd be great. You can't. Okay, I'll deal with the dragon. And now we're in a position to take on everything together. Oh, wait. I'm losing statue form. Let's get the mana back. Ugh. I'm immune to clouds, bro. This is only hurting yourself. Whoever thought that was a good cloud to launch. I still don't know who the summoner is. Probably the vampire mage, but there's a lot of mages. And it doesn't specify which. Yeah, we're going to have to dig our way out, unfortunately. There's too many enemies at once for me to just deal with them all at melee. As long as there's no tormentors, I can even deal with them in this hallway just fine. And I do want to keep approaching them. That's a gold dragon. Damn, I didn't know that they appeared this shallowly in the depths. Statue up, keep punching. Keep punching. Keep punching forward until you get through. Rip and tear until it is done. My HP is rising, not dropping. Finally got rid of the damnable summoner. Well, one of them. There's another one behind him. These murder holes make a huge difference. Technically, I'm supposed to ideally make a murder hole. You need an angle so that you don't have vision on 5. You only have vision on 1. But I am trying to preserve digging charges since I found so few of them in the whole dungeon. I think I've used 3 all game, and I'm still this low. Okay, verdict. I can take on Volts with this power, but it's going to be a possibility of failure, depending on how it goes, depending on if, like here, I get pushed off of the starting square. And unfortunately, that is very possible, given the combination of dragons, harpooning, titans. Wow, the whole dungeon is waiting for me here. Do I have a condenser vein again? I do. Let me get back into that position where I can see them all and then condenser vein them. If, you know, I ever can get back in that position. Here we go. Hey, condenser vein. It'll charge up again in no time. Okay. Is that the whole dungeon or just half? Mother of pearl, man, you scared me half to death. Only half. And that was depths 1, by the way. Not 3 or 5 or, you know, Zot. Just the very first layer of what I'm going to have to deal with in order to get to the end here. But I guess this is the other side of it. The entire depths 1 really was trying to swarm me at once, except the enemies that were stuck here behind. Ooh. Nothing here I want, but nothing here I want. Okay then. Olgrebs actually would have been interesting in that situation. There were a lot of poisonable enemies. They could all have been taking damage. I'm not going to be able to use a dagger, unfortunately. Although at this point, my axe training and shield training are both high enough, I could probably pick up a broad axe. Anyone in chat? Question. Is a broad axe better than UC, assuming equal skill level with each weapon? And make sure that shows up as a question. And feel free to answer that right now or later in chat. All right, well, anyway, floor cleared. Next, we are at 2 runes and 3 hours. So we're doing pretty good on time. I do not have an AoE spell, and right now would have been a great... You know what? F it, we're doing this. We're not going to get the Ignite just yet, but we are going to learn Toxic Radiance, because what the hell? I need something like this that I can just be doing to everything while I'm waiting. There's no point in not having it. And now that I say that, I'm questioning also why don't I have an Ignite Poison, because that's what I should be doing. Poison them, ignite the poison, repeat. Poison them again. By the way, I take a lot of damage there. I'm going to back off until I know why. And kill everything. Don't get me wrong, the Fury of the Storms are doing the heavy lifting, but I mean, I'm still trying to punch things, right? So clearly I'm not content to let it do all the damage. It's not like I'm lacking for spell levels or something, and I don't have anything else that I should be using. Invisibility wouldn't be a terrible trick to have up my sleeve, just in case I ever get overwhelmed. Anyway, where's Ignite Poison? I'm going to memorize it. I have a couple Amnesia Scrolls, and I'm not likely to use them anyway, but if I do need them, I can always get them. Okay, back. We're gong ringing, and this is the most we can get. Come on, I'm not going to walk. I'm going to stand here so the gong rings incessantly until they all come to me. I mean, you think there's even the smallest chance that your arrows and bolts are going to get through 41 shield power? Get real. You know, the Abyss is probably a place that I can't deal with even with all my power. Because there's no such thing as a murder hole there, and it's just a matter of time before you piss off the wrong hobbits. I need to become a statue again to deal with this, and I'm definitely going to put Olgreb's Radiance on, and then focus targets that can't be affected by it. Yeah. Asterion needs to die so that the Executioner dies. That was an Executioner pounding on my shield, man. Feels good. Feels really good. Once again, we turn on the poison. We ignite the poison. We turn on the poison. We ignite the poison. And then we start walking away, while, of course, punching anything that had the audacity to follow me. Freedom, we ride, fury of the storms. Sorry, to victory we ride, fury of the storms. To victory we ride, fury of the storms. Yeah, I'm making way more use of the active ability. Oh, do I have boots? I have generic boots. I should go back for those rune boots, see what they were. Especially when I'm not a statue, my boots matter a lot, right? Yeah. Well, that's exactly what kind of boots I don't want. I would much rather have literally any not cursed boots that have no effect. I would rather have a neutral boot than a negative, sorry, than a +0 cursed one. So tempted to reprise my prior mistake and just charge into that ziggurat, but no, there's literally no purpose. It doesn't fit with what I'm trying to do, or my build, or my I just want to get a win feelings. So yeah, we're not doing that. Instead, what is happening? Why am I blinking around? Oh, there are dispersal traps here. Okay. Well, I need to not die to those, so we're going to work our way around to the stairs again and pummel everything to death. And it just occurred to me that even if I don't trigger it, somebody else might. So yeah, let's not stay downstairs. That is great. I'm going toe-to-toe with a Caustic Shrike. Oh, I don't have the box of beasts. Let's get the full collection of evocables, please. We don't need enchant weapon. Unless there's a treasure vault that values it, I'm beyond using weapons at this stage. Do I have a rampage? No, I'm just moving quickly. Hey, come here. Ring the gong a bunch of times, please. Okay, you know what's great? I didn't actually attack him. I just stood still and let my storms finish him while gong ring like crazy. Poison and pummel. Man, this would make such a fun unique to fight against. A stormbound champion that, you know, you can approach him, but you need to deal with the storms, but he doesn't have a lot going for him except heavy melee if you melee him. So your best bet is to stand at range and use hunter tactics. So that he has to chase you and not the other way around. But if you ever are chasing after him, you pursue him through his storm clouds, to which he is naturally immune. Yeah, I could stand to see a Qazlal-based a human of Qazlal as a named unique. Okay, we just got ourselves badly surrounded here. We're going to turn on poison and work our way out. I got pretty reasonably drained there. If I have to escape through Pan, I will, but that's not really an escape so much as a prolonged death strategy. Okay. Low health. definitely think a heal wounds is in order, and a condenser vein is in order. Let's set myself up for all of them to die. Let's put my ally there to block passage at me for a few seconds. And can I sprint for the stairs? Probably not. But I can start moving in that direction. And recreate my ally so that I've got storms and allies between me and my enemies. Watch my HP very carefully. 55, 56, 50 something, live. Alright, pull these guys upstairs. We're just gonna beat the crap out of them. I really should take strength a couple times instead of just going pure intelligence. I just can't change my mentality, and my mentality is thinking of this guy as a caster, even though he is oh so clearly not anymore. I don't know what he is now, but he is no caster. Look, I forgot to go into statue form, and I went toe-to-toe with Etten and took him out. Whatever I am, it's not... Oh, I know what I am. I'm a Gnoll. And when Gnolls hit this point of the game, they're just good at everything. I could take an Amulet of Faith and then just start disaster areaing more often. But to what point in purpose? Oh, I didn't become a statue. Oh, crap. I can't be a statue. They'll shatter me. We need to just get out of here immediately. That was the wrong direction. That's no problem. Okay, good. They're all dead. And now I can worry about the fact that I just nearly killed myself by becoming a statue in front of 4 Earth Mages who are beating me up. Not that I couldn't take them out in statue form, just, you know, if you're already not winning, it's a bad idea to double down on a loss. Oh, this is never going to be relevant again. Well, I shouldn't say that. It has RC++. It could be relevant. I am the end of the era. What does that mean? I guess that I'm maxing my invocations? Yeah, why don't you all come to me? Come to me. Make me your brother. Kill dragons since they can push you off the square. Kill earth mages since they can shatter. Kill Etten since they're big. And just leave because you've killed everything. So based on the kind and severity of things that I've been surviving, I am now more confident than before that I can just walk through Vaults 5 and be okay. That there might be some close calls in the beginning, but I'll probably make it through. The trick is going to be constantly focusing on my retreats and liberally using haste when things are starting. Oh, I already have those, so I can just pick it up. Fancy barding. Well, I'm not a snake, so of course I found a fancy barding. So it's been 1 hour, and in this 1 hour, I've cleared the vaults down to vaults 5, and the depths down to depths 5. I haven't entered those 2 places, but I've cleared to that level. I saw an artifact, an opalescent robe. I'm not interested in fancy robes. I wear leather as easily as a robe. I do want cancellation on the off chance it ever helps. ¿Por qué no los dos? Let's get rid of flight. I've already cleared all the S branches. There's precious few places I care about flying right now. And I am the storm. Can I take on juggernauts? In statue form, I can take on juggernaut zombies without taking damage. That's fantastic. And I got shafted to the depths 5. If I have a map, this is the time to use it. There are stairs to my left. I'm not going to attack. I'm going to run for the stairs. Now I'm going to attack, because now I can always run away. LRD does not do nearly as much damage as I expected to. I thought it was going to be like 10 to 30% of my life or more. It's not actually hurting that bad. But let's pull these guys up. Be wary of Quicksilvering that might get rid of my statue form. No matter how much I know I'm safe, I always fear a Caustic Strike because they are just so dangerous. But I'm kind of in that endgame melee level power point right now where I'm not dying. So yeah, statue form, really good. It's like wearing the ultimate armor. Amulet of Acrobat with int bonus and Slay +5. Ooh, that might be an improvement. Amulet of Regen, Relic, Strength plus and Dex +8. Yeah, we'll definitely try wearing this bad boy. Do we have anything else I can ditch? Perhaps Curari Darts? And wear this instead. Dex -3 is not a big deal. Slay +5 is awesome. Shatter is slowly showing signs of castability, which means I might hit Shatter before endgame. Might, big if. I have all of Zot to clear, so it's possible, certainly. Come to me. Come to me. Let me make all your dreams into my nightmares. I do want to check out that artifact hat, so I'll have to go back for that. Yes, please. Yes, please. It's actually really good. Int +6 and higher than +3. I don't know if that will render me unable to see invisible. It's not the end of the world if it does. There are very few invisible things that scare me, but let's find out in a second. First, we'll clear these guys out. If I could... My hat also does not get melded. That's actually really important. This makes me weaker, which could be a problem. Do I have C invisibility or have I lost it? I've lost C invisibility, so this is at best decide grade. But at best decide grade is still a grade of some kind. So I've got 38 AC with the hat. And without it, I've got 36. So the loss of strength doesn't hurt my AC that much. But it probably makes... No, Shatter is still growing in castability. That bonus intelligence actually quite helped. So, okay, I guess this is a keeper now. You know what? Fuck all of you. Keep distracting my auto-travel. I'm already happy I picked up Olgrebs just for the convenience factor, if nothing else. It's nice to be able to tack screen wide. You know, I'm not afraid of you guys. I'll just punch all of you. Punchinello. Punching mellow. Punch till you're deado. Alright. And we're cleared. We are ready for Zot as soon as we get the last rune. We've got every ability that I could need under the sun. Did I get Irradiate or some kind of AoE around me yet? No? Okay. I could take Okazobu's armor. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Does this work? No, you can't do ice and stone. Shoot, man. So I can be 34 without being a statue, but I can't move, or 38 with being a statue and I can move. So yeah, it's a wasted spell slot. I need to just amnesia it away soon. We need that last rune. Oh, I got shafted. I forgot about that. So we do need that last rune, and that last rune is going to come from where? Strength 5, Int 3, Dex 6. Regen, RN+++, MP +9. Well, that's a tempting counterpoint to this, but it's another strength minus. I don't want my strength to go any lower. Int +3 ring, how does that compare to Int +4 with polyresist? It doesn't compare favorably. But maybe one day it will, so we'll mark this as the come back and shop situation, not something I'm actually going to buy. There was a magic mapping I should have taken. Magic mapping is actually super useful for when you've been shafted, or I think I bought the wrong scroll. Yeah, I bought the wrong scroll. It's actually super useful for when you've been shafted or when you're deep in like vaults, an end branch, and you need to make good calls immediately. You can't afford to wait. No, thank you. I'm not interested in hexes. Okay. Is that a killable ghost? LRD Force Lance. Yeah, I could probably just take it. Yeah, let's take it. I feel like killing it. Let's get this guy up so that I have extra deeps, and we just punch the heck out of you. I'm not wearing robes, so I don't need robes. But I am ready to go for vaults. We're doing it, guys. Vaults 5. I don't want to take longer going through the slime pits, and I definitely don't want to die with worse mutations than I've already gotten. So let's plan to just risk it all on what is inevitably one of the harder things that the game has to offer. There is no nice upstairs. This upstairs and this downstairs are close together. So this actually is probably a safer, vaguely place to be. We are going to open with haste. We're going to open with brilliance. And we'll decide about haste when we go downstairs. Haste is unnecessary. So far. We already knew that we were going to wake up the entire dungeon, so that's not surprising. What's surprising is that how are we getting locked out of going upstairs is the warden. He needs to be dealt with immediately. Where is he? He's in melee with me, which is perfect. I have taken significant damage now, so let's leave. Oh, shit, it locked again. Okay, that's no problem. We'll just kill the next warden, and then we'll leave. Okay, so we got our first big clear done with minimal risk. I would like to look downstairs and see what I left behind. Titan, Stone Giant, Crystal Giant, Markers, another Lich, Shadow Dragon. That's about it. I think I can take what I saw pretty well. I don't need any of these spells just yet. I don't need any of these spells just yet, although... Have I picked up another Amnesia? No, okay. I think picking up Borgnor's Vow Clutch just as a safety is a smart move. I have enough Amnesia that I can always undo it. I just feel like I may be in a situation where I wish I had it, and I don't have time to memorize it. Okay, first things first. Do I leave or do I stay? In melee with me is nothing scary, so I think I stay. We're going to take out the Lich. Oh, wait, there is a door closer on the screen. Does he resist poison? Why isn't he poisoned by the toxin? He does not resist poison, so he's not that scary. But if I don't have to deal with him, let's pull once. We'll re-up with the Lich, and it looks like he's trying to torment. This was not a good moment for me. Okay. Strategy. I think I find a tiny hole, and then I just gong the hell out of this place. I could, in theory, not gong at all, but the balance of probability is between regen MP, the relatively light level of enemies found in Abyss 1, and the amount that I can attract them to any safe hidey hole I find, I can probably sustain through and win most fights. And that will force a exit to spawn. The only thing I don't have is a way of quickly dealing with things that mutate me, and I do need a way of dealing with mutators. Oh, here we go. This is exactly the nightmare scenario, right? Where you're utterly swarmed. All I need now is a hidey hole. Oh my god, is that the rune? Oh, I'm on Abyss 4. Well, we're just taking it. And now we're done. I didn't know we were on Abyss 4. This strategy is suicidally dangerous, but we're not dead. And if we're not dead, we might just be victory. Let's use a disaster area and kill everything I can possibly reach right now. What friendly is? He's fine. He doesn't care. Okay. Now let's blink out of this mess. With having picked up the rune, I should be able to heal wounds. Sorry, to find an exit very quickly. I'm going to heal wounds twice because I want to stay very topped off. Here's a nice little nook to fight from. And here's a nice battle buddy to fight alongside. Let's acid this guy down, and let's condenser vein this entire mob. I did not take any damage. That's good. I do want to heal wounds again. I am net gaining instead of losing. Temp mutations don't scare me that much. Oh, potions are ineffective at giving you health back. I forgot I had that particular mutation. It looks like I won that fight, actually, but I'm losing the war. My HP is quite low. I do want to hide as long as I can get away with it. Get as much natural healing in as I can fit. I can punch that to death. I can definitely punch that to death. This is so unexpected. So unexpected. I was ready to be abyssed, but I didn't even think that I could be abyssed beneath Abyss 1. I mean, I knew it, but I didn't think about that. I can't claim to have never known. I mean, it's happened to me before. But then to just see that rune so close, my god. Kill that guy, and I will kill this guy. Kill that guy, please. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot we're heading back into a war zone. Another blink scroll. Feels like a wasted blink. But there is such a thing as being too conservative with resources, and I am dangerously close to that mark right now. There we go. After what I've just been through, Abyss 4, next to a rune chamber. This is not scary. What? No, not fair. Not fair. 2 in a row? Okay, well this time I'm going to try to just walk some because, not Necrosex. Not again! Okay, I actually don't want armor to fit poorly on my misshapen body unless it doesn't matter when I'm... It doesn't seem to matter that much when I'm a statue. Okay, good. You feel dopey. Let's kill this guy before anything else happens. Oh, fed on your intellect. I have int -3 temporarily. That's much better. I thought it was something bad. For the love of God, get me out of this mess. Messy catastrophe. Mess-tastrophe. You know, I think I will teleport. Statue or no, this is a really lousy position I'm in. There we go. And I did not get pulled to a deeper abyss, and there's the gateway out. Okay, so let's get to that gateway out, please. Abyssal Kraken, huh? Poisonable? Yeah, good. We'll just poison it to death. And burn it. I don't want to go out with so little HP, but that thing is going to torment me, so I kind of have to. Let me drink a potion of magic, if I have one. And invisibility, so that only one of my dealies can fight me when I get out. It still managed to torment me on the way out, but only one guy can see me. No, they can literally all see me. Only one of them cannot see me. All right, Servitor's live. Statue form is about to expire. Can this guy hit me bad enough to kill me in one shot? He hits for how much? 55 damage? Or lightning bolts for up to much, much more? This is so stupid. This is so stupid. I can't believe that I'm taking this much damage just trying to walk. He's not enslavable. Okay, of course not. $96 and dying. I'm at 69, even with the heal. 82. Kill that son of a lich, please. Thank you, dear God in heaven, thank you. That one lich abyssed me twice, and I never got above 100 health after getting the rune. Ah, Jesus, that was scary. Okay, well, we picked up our third rune. We are good for Zot. Let's go. And, oh, I forgot to check. Yeah, we have the armor fits poorly mutation now. Can I pull? No, I can't pull. I'd hoped to pull the constrictor upstairs with me, but it's a coin toss whether he gets constriction off or not, and he did. Taste the back of my crystal fist ball. Okay, well, back in we go. As a statue. Oh, hey, you, who berserked everyone. Good for you. Next time berserk me too, why don't you? Oh, Quicksilver actually probably can dispel my statue form, yeah? So, pay attention to, yep, when I drop out of statue form. Alright, we're gonna beat you guys up and then head right back in for another bite. I am immune to clouds, so I can literally stand inside their breath clouds and laugh. It's great. And I'm a statue, so most things that normally scare me don't scare me. The only thing down here that truly should scare me and probably does scare me is the Orb of Fire. And I'm probably at the point where I should put on this. Yeah, I still have perfect castability without it for everything except Shatter. With it, what does Shatter do? With it, Shatter is a far cry from castable, so yeah, we're going to stick with it. That's fine. And that brings my resists to a very healthy high. Still no will, though. Time-wise, 3 hours, 50 minutes. It's not going to be a sub 4-hour run. But we are going to have a fairly efficient run. Less than 5-hour win is still something. Or, not win. I shouldn't jinx myself. What if I lose? It's very possible I could lose. I could lose. I'm very worried about losing, so Crawl Gods, do not punish me for my confidence and cockiness. Okay, I don't like this thing. I don't know what it is, and I don't like it. What hat did I put on? A hat of more intelligence and less strength? Yeah, we don't need that. We need to not have this happen. Where a ghost moth will show up one day, wreck my day and I won't realize it's happening until it's too late. And don't kid yourself, it will happen. With me attracting half the floor constantly, a ghost moth will show up as part of the giant crowd, and I literally won't even think about it. So there we go. I'm going to drop a couple AC points to pick this up. I think I actually gained a little AC. Could be mistaken. 21, 22. Now I lost exactly 1 AC point. That's fine. My spell casting is as good as ever. At least for the low-level stuff that I'm focusing on here. You know what I should do is every time I'm surrounded by poison, I should light it on fire, since I don't care about it, and fire will almost certainly hurt my enemies. But I'm immune to everything. I am the end of an era. I am the voice of the eclipse. Oh wait, that's Tiamat. Get an ally in here. We're going to need a little more punch. And we're going to ignite poison to light this all on fire. At the dawn of the hellfire, it's the end of an empire again. It's the end of an empire. Alright. Let's continue to beat stuff up. Actually, that's Tiamat. Let's pull him up by himself. He came, right? Yeah, okay, good. I'm gonna kill Tiamat. My bear, whatevers. Ooh, what cloak am I using now? Don't even care. Get rid of it. We're going dragon skin, baby. For bragging rights, if nothing else. Lose preservation. Wear dragon skin. It occurs to me that without a source of resist corrosion, this has actually made me more, not less vulnerable. Yeah, that was stupid. That's stupid. I don't want to take the time to think what does and doesn't corrode down here. I just want to not die. So yeah, let's carry both, but use the right one. It's a bragging rights enough bragging rights just to know I have it. So here is the ghost moth we predicted. We're gonna beat up things until it is the sole threat. And then we're gonna run, get all our mana back, and do it again. Beat up things until it is the sole threat, then run, clear it, and do it again. Qazlal will deal with this thing pretty much by itself. Oh, if I get constricted with them, that would be awful. Barely a speed bump on my road to destruction. To my enemies' destruction. Okay. This is going really well. This is exactly the kind of clear that you hope for, where everything comes to you and you in the safety of wherever you are get to dispatch of it. I never found a treasure trove, huh? It's a shame. I could have given it most things at once. I guess I couldn't show it the slimy rune, but I could have shown it many of the potential things at once. Teleport other and Passage of Galoob. Actually, Passage of Galubria is interesting, because I do often set things up. With this particular... I've miscast Summon. That's unfortunate. And apparently miscast Statue Form. I didn't pay attention. And then took a lot of damage. Is there a reason that I'm miscasting? Just bad luck, I guess. As long as it's just bad luck, I don't care. Yeah, it's just bad luck. That's fine, I don't care. I did take off Wizardry, so I probably went from like 0% to 1% or something like that, or 1 to 2%. Okay. Looks like... And I love this part where it's like you've done the heavy killing, so what's left is just the victory lap. Zot 3. You, sir, are going to take it. You, take it. Take it. Taste the back of my fist, you crystal. Instead of taste the back of my crystal fist. It was very important to me that I picked a suit of armor that gives me resistance to poison and a set of resistances, so that I'm resistant to electricity both in and outside of statue form. When everything melds, I stay resistant. Otherwise, it's very easy to, die in that interval when you're not paying attention. And electricity can be very damaging very quickly. Can a statue get blade hands? That would be so cool. But I guess not. I guess that's not how it works. I guess it's just a flat UC change to your changes the weapon damage of your unarmed combat, and from that point of view, I'm already getting plenty of damage. Don't need it. Never wanted it. Punching dragons. It's not quite shouting at dragons, but take what you can get. Give nothing back. Ring the gong repeatedly. Okay, where are we relative to the stairs? Let's start thinking about the fact that we're not on the stairs. That is not the same as saying let's make a beeline for them or anything. Just, let's begin thinking about it. Because we are ringing the gong a lot. There you are. Now that I'm a little closer to the stairs, breathe a little easier. I probably could waltz my way through Elf at this point. Even being Abyss doesn't really scare me anymore. As long as it's not too deep, I can come out of the Abyss easily thanks to having picked up its rune. Oh, maxed out. Last point we'll put into intelligence. I was going to say strength, but then I realized I have a game plan involving shatter for the last zone, so... You know... I'm not actually sold on this. Oh, wait, I can't use that alongside a shield, can I? Yeah, forget about it. I was thinking of Vampiric Executioner's Axe with Cleave, right? While doing Gong stuff, while my Axis skills are already 17, could be really good. But yeah, no, I'm not giving up the Shield of the Gong at this stage. It's defining my entire run after all. And Zot 5 is one of the few places in the game that I really value screaming. Okay. I don't know how to deal with this without taking a lot of mutation damage. So far I've taken 1. I think I took 2. I took 1 mutation and that was minus 20% MP. I will suffer that. 4 MP loss is not that big a deal. Because I was already at minus 10, so it's just enhanced the bad. There are much worse things that can happen, and I only have 4 potions of Cure Mutation. I can deal with this particular genotype. Or gene line, or germ line, or whatever. That's a cursed toe, isn't it? I don't have any torment resistance, though I do cut torment damage thanks to just being a statue, like, inherently. That should be long enough to wait out a lot of the summons. And now we just pummel the toe to death. And there we go. Alright. Next floor, please. Zot 4, the penultimate floor. Can you guys come here and ring the gong repeatedly, please? Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. Just to make sure that everybody... there's a line from Mulan that comes to mind. There, now all of China knows you're here. And then Shan Yu just responds, perfect. Well, that's exactly what we got going on here. You guys are all vulnerable to poison, so I'm going to thin out your numbers that way. And focus on the few that aren't just going to die to poison. You guys just slowed me, so let's get out. Get out, get out, get out. Please leave. Ring the gong. Wong. Tear me alive from you. This is the way I play. Killing you with my storms enough. Burn you from the inside. Ripping your intestines in half. Punching you with stone fists. Yeah, there's something ridiculously rock heavy metal about this build and what it's doing right now. Ah, yes, Berserk statue. I've been waiting all game. I mean, obviously, Berserk statue is not a good play directly. It's got all kinds of risks associated, yada, yada, yada. But come on. How can you not want to be a Berserk statue? I don't really care. What is it? Yeah, Ring of Poison resist. Come on. Get on my level, bro. All right, one floor left and we are done. I do plan to ring the bell on Zot. I do not know whether or not I'm going to be able to cast Shatter, and it's super relevant. Let's go ahead and map this out. Block, block. I don't want to go too deep. Actually, because it's Zot 5, and because I'm going to be attracting an ungodly amount of attention, it's even more important than usual that I not go far from the staircase. So that's going to have to be fixed for sure. Okay. Yeah, it's going to have to be a balance between risk and reward because obviously the last floor of the game is the most dangerous. Off mic for a second. And I return. Okay. Yeah, this is perfect. We're ringing the gong right outside the lungs. They're going to come from in here. The only downside is I would have liked to decompress outside the lungs first, but I do get to stair hug through all of this, which is really the big goal. And this is a decent staircase. I'm surrounded on half the sides, while still being exposed enough that my storms are forming. I don't think anything's coming. Well, if nothing's coming, I'm going to go deeper. No need to stand on formality here. This is not good. I'd hope to see a lot more enemies a lot sooner. There are more heal wounds in the dungeon. Maybe I should go back for some of them. Nah, forget about it. Forget about it. Oh, there we go. Simple pie, man. Let's acid burn you, please. Oh, wait. You came next to me? I'm gonna punch you. Hit it with a rock. I mean, my fists are made of rocks, so that makes sense. Okay. Orb of Fire, break line of sight, get a summon, stand between the summon and it. I'm already maxed on fire resist. I have so far taken no mutation damage. I forgot to become a statue, but now that I'm a statue, he's dead. No mutations. Excellent. Let's continue to clear this floor. I'm still forgetting to become a statue. Close the door. That's a nameless horror. That is not my ally. Let's full heal up before we go down and try this again. Good, no mutation damage. And I am a statue, so that's mitigating how much damage I'm taking significantly. And I took 1 mutation of strength -2. At this point, I am tempted to take a cure mutations just because I have net like 5 negative mutations if you count the multiple levels to which some of them are negative. But I'm not gonna. Play this the right way. Wait, there are only a handful of mutations that are truly dangerous, and this is none of what I have is one of them. I do want to use that on purpose, just not yet. Do not walk into Zot traps ever. Well, in this situation at least. Okay, next we're going to use Mark to try and call out monsters. Perfect. And then we're going to use Gong to call out even more monsters while marked. And there they come in waves. I did not take any mutations yet. I don't have a choice but to stand my ground here. I took another one, huh? Body deteriorates upon taking damage. Well, that sucks. But I did manage to stay downstairs long enough to get all of the mark out to decompress the orb chamber as much as possible. Oh, hey! Gong, 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 gong. Oh, no, 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 no. This is bad. Let's run for it. It looks like they accidentally malmutated me into a you feel healthier, which is cool. Okay, very painful, but not unsurvivable. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drink 1. I just have too many mutations. Cool. I don't really need it, but I'll take plus 10% MP to go from 36 to 41. That's something. This is exactly why I like doing this outside the orb chamber. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but anything involving stealth is kind of a foregone fail with me. I'm already a statue, right? So yeah, I guess I don't have a choice. I just go up to the thing and punch it as best I can. Uh-huh. Come on. There you go. Yeah, that's not good. I do not want to deal with that. Let's wait out your summons and try again. I'm just going to use Orb of Destruction to finish that one. There's no point forgetting that I have spells. Okay. There should be one more Orb of Fire somewhere. I think if I was counting right, I still have one I haven't beaten. Okay. All of you guys, come on out. What is BVC? I usually use V. What do I have on V? I don't have anything on V. Borgnors, please. Catch. Oh, we caught the clown with that? That's amazing. We'll poison everything then. I stand away from me while I beat you up. Well, it's taken significantly longer than a minute to clear this floor because it is, in fact, so dangerous. But... oh, another mark. Excellent. This is exactly the place to get marked. Not where you get dispersed, but where you can attract literally every last monster out. And this is a great place to take on an Orb of Destruction, where I can get maximum damage in minimum time. Your system mostly rejects the effect of poison. Damn it, I really like Heal Wounds as a means of surviving an emergent problem, and now you're telling me I can't use it. Wait. Yeah. Let's not stand downstairs with 2 clowns. Clowns can be very scary when they manage to land the right mix of misery on you. Yep. Much better. Pull things towards me. Do not get caught off by a curse toe. Bring it upstairs if at all possible. If not, I'll take it out when I have full everything. There you go. Full everything. Anybody else want to beat me up? No? Okay, then. Okay. Next big step is the Shatter Dome. Just in case we haven't been as thorough as possible, let's memorize Shatter. Put on Wizardry if it's not already on. Shatter is 58%. I like those odds. Is that a dispersal trap? It is. Those are very scary. Can I go the other side? Nope, there's dispersal on both sides. So if I do Shatter, I need to be ready to run. And that means not be a statue. Which is fine. All right, Shatter away. Perfect. Now we run. Okay, we cannot see the dispersal trap. We do see a golem, and I'd like him to ring the bell at least a couple times. 1, 2. Okay, good. Gong, gong, bong, gong. Perfect. So now all of China knows I'm here. And I think, despite that, I didn't really bring out very many enemies, so maybe this is mostly cleared already. I don't want to fight by a dispersal trap. I do want to fight near a teleport trap, if possible. Because at this point, random teleports on this floor are pretty safe, seeing as to how I've already fought 90% of what I presume is on this floor. Okie dokie. All right, we have made it in. Let's go ahead and drink a couple Cure Mutation potions now. We fixed everything, and in fact, except of course, we still have 1 tier of can't drink potions instead of 2 tiers, but you know, other than that, we did not have to do this. We did not have to come here and fight these guys. But whatever, we're here now, and we're gonna do it, and we're gonna make a good show of it. All y'all BBs can go. Oh, right, I almost forgot. I was going to put this back on now. And I do think we maintain Acrobat for the orb run. But here goes. Sub 5 hours. Nice and simple. Good win, I hope. I almost forgot I should have hasted first. And I probably should not be running as a statue. That's a silly, silly idea. Again, statistically, this gets me forward. This does not really move me in any direction in particular. Let's try a random teleport again. That's a dispersal. I don't want dispersal. I want teleport. Yes. All right, perfect. Let's just go. Yeah, I think I can take you guys. I think I can very much take you guys, actually. I think mutators at this point do not scare me much. But CC missiles definitely scare me a lot. Okay, what do you have? Corrosion and haste. Am I resist corrosion still? Yep. Okay, I can take you. Nope, I can't. We're running. We are so running. Oh, Jesus Christ, are we running? Running of the statues. In fact, end the statue transformation and just run. Like, it occurs to me, I don't know why I'm trying to be a statue for this. I can turn into a statue if I need to be. I don't need to run around as one. It helps with torment, I guess, but yeah, I'm better to flip it on, flip it off at this point. Can I kill you or can't I? Blink range, summon greater demon, 9% to avoid your hands. Yeah, I want to kill you. I want one of you guys on my resume. Well, I'm not going to get it though, unfortunately. You blinked away. Problem with playing for a win instead of playing purely for the lulz is you don't take suicidal risks constantly. You take a couple of them, and then you move on to playing better. What? Fuck. Blink me out of this nightmare, please. I don't have flight, do I? I did have flight. Damn it, I should have just flown away when I had the chance. I'm watching my health very closely because I'm taking a lot of damage here. And I'm going to burn some admittedly ineffective healing potions just to tank myself up a little. I think I'm going to drink ambrosia before I go upstairs here, just to buy myself a little more recovery. Okay. No need to be a lich, or sorry, a statue. Just become a statue when it helps, and then stop being one when it doesn't. Up, 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 up. Oh, Jeebus. I think we have to blink. I think we do have to blink here. I think if I use a blink scroll, the odds of getting away without dragging all of them is much better. Yeah. It seems like a waste of a blink scroll, but the truth is, if I had just walked or random blinked, I might have ended up in a running in circles situation or have to take on the Pandemon, which, you know, might be very easy or might be game ending if it paralyzes me for 12% and then I have, with 12% success, and then I have to deal with being paralyzed, which, you know, maybe I'm fine. I am, after all, statue. Or maybe I'm not fine and I die. Am I close to an exit here? I am not. So let's boot up a teleport and try not to die. I'll try really hard because that did not go well so far. Thank God. Oh, stop being a statue. When you're running, do not be a statue. In fact, let that generally be a rule, a standing rule. Statues generally do not run well. All right. And Star of David exit. We are out of here. There's one thing I want to do before I leave, though. And that is put on Tiamat's cloak. Because I earned this. I also wanted one of you guys on my resume, and you're the one I am going to try for. Bam! Got him. All right. Out we go. Escape. Huzzah. So it looks like we have all of the cool stuff. Not that that matters. But we did in fact ascend with GnWz, and it looks like I have a pile up of wins in these bottom 10. Probably should do a 15 runer at some point, see if I can't make a higher score on this high score list. But for now, that's very much cool. Verdicts and discoveries. Holy Toledo, have I underestimated the power of statue form. I don't think I've cast statue form more than 50 times total in all my games put together, period, till today. And this one game I used it almost exclusively, and it carried me through the end game, along with, of course, Shield of the Gong, which we shouldn't underestimate its value. But I understand why people think of statue form as a mid to late game spell, the way that I generally think of Orb of Destruction plus minus Spellforge Servitor. Yay. Any win is that you walk away from is a good one, so very happy with this. What else is there to say? Qazlal can be crossed off the list of deities I've won with. I will say that the Qazlal plus Gong combo was really fun, and I don't know that I would say you can rely on ever getting that kind of combo, but anyway, that's all I've got for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this. For those of you who are watching through Twitch, I upload a lot of these onto YouTube as well. And hang on a second. This is my YouTube channel, and this run will almost certainly get posted there, just given how meme-tastic and unique it was. So I'm hoping those of you who don't know me from either side, feel free to subscribe to the other. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.